Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom. Another crazy week, but it's been wonderful connecting with so many of you on our Zoom calls and on the phone, whether it's at our morning Millionaires group where people are gathering each and every day to daven together and to share Torah and share our lives with one another, or in our different activities, wellness classes, Torah classes, tishes. It's been just so uplifting for me, at least. I've gotten a lot out of it, out of seeing so many of you virtually, but also in a real way, in a very real way. And I want to share a little thought on the Parsha, a little bit inspired by some of what I've seen from our community over the last week or so. So the Parsha begins, Adam ki yakriv mikem. When an Adam, a human being, offers an offering to God. And the first Rashi on the Parsha says, why does it use the language of Adam? All the other korbanot in Sefer Vayikra, in our week's Parsha, all the other sacrifices, it usually uses the word ish, when a man brings this kind of sacrifice, when a man brings that kind of sacrifice. But for the first one, it's Adam, a human being. Not man, not woman, not Jew, not non-Jew, just a human. And Rashi teaches us that this harkens us all the way back to Adam Harishon, to the first human. It's a very universalistic message, according to Rashi, that korbanot, offerings, are something that stretch beyond an individual faith or an ethnicity or a gender. It goes all the way back to the first human being created in the image of God. And this is a fundamental idea of all of Sefer Vayikra, all of the sacrificial offerings. We have the idea in the prophets that the temple, the Beit HaMikdash, Beiti Beit Tfilah Yikareh Lekol Ha'amim, that the house of God is truly a house for all of humanity, for every nation. And every nation, every person, every human being can go and connect and worship in that house. And that's a very universalistic message for our Parsha. And I think for a time when we're feeling a sense of universalism, it's a time of great anxiety and loss and vulnerability for the world. But there's also a coming together that's very unprecedented. I was just reflecting today, we're in a situation where the entire world is basically experiencing the same thing. Each in our own ways, of course, and each responding to it in our own ways. But you have 3 billion people right now living under some form of social isolation, a lockdown. That's crazy. When has there ever been a time in human history when we all experienced something together? And of course, again, much of that experience is negative. It's not a positive experience. And yet, emerging from it, perhaps this sense of Adam ki yakriv, that a person can come close. A person can come close. Every person can come close to their neighbors, to God in this time. Something I've been thinking about. And the Sfat Emet, a Hasidic commentator, the great Hasidic Rebbe, he has a very beautiful idea on this Adam ki yakriv mikem. He says, "Apashut liten mipnimiyut kocho v'rotzono le'Hashem yitbarach." That the simple understanding is that each and every one of us, each Adam, each human being created in the image of God, can give from the innerness of his strength to God. Meaning each of us has our own inner strength, and from that inner strength, each of us can give. And he says this is Bechinat Korban Lekarev Kol HaMaasim LaHashem Yitbarach. This comes from the idea of Korban, which again means closeness. And the Korban is bringing close our deeds to God. We offer our deeds, we offer our actions, and by doing actions, and by doing what we can do, that is what brings us closer to the Creator of the world. He goes on to say, he quotes the Mishnah in Pirkei Avot, Im ein ani li mili, the famous line, if I'm not for myself, who will be for me? Which normally is understood as a kind of a not a selfish, but a self-oriented line. I have to look out for myself. But he says, no. What that means is only I can give what I can give. I have special gifts to offer, korbanot that I can give, that only I can offer. And if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it. It's a very important idea, he's saying, that each and every one of us, shekol echad yiten inyan shali, each and every one of us has to give what only we can give. What only we can give to God, and I would extend it by giving to others, by giving to the world, is another form of giving to God. So he's saying here, the parsha begins, Adam ki yakriv mikem, a person offers from himself, means that each and every one of us has something unique to offer to God and unique to offer to the world. And I think this is a teaching that's true all the time. But especially in these days, I think it's important to remember and to see and to feel how true this really is, that each and every one of us has something to give. These days can feel overwhelming, and when we're shut in our homes, we can feel like, oh, there's nothing I can do, this problem is so great. And it's true, it is a great, great, big problem. It is a great, overwhelming, terrifying problem, pandemic. No individual can solve it. No nation can solve it on their own. But each and every one of us has something we can do about it. Even if we can't solve it, each and every one of us has a way that we can respond and make it better for others, and make it better for ourselves. And this is what I've been witnessing in such an uplifting way from our community and from humanity as a whole right now. Whether it's people making masks with their sewing machines and their fabric to donate to first responders, or people donating almost $5,000 in our community to offer meals to first responders who are working heroically in hospitals and ambulances to keep us safe. Or it's people who are reaching out, the dozens and dozens and dozens of phone calls and texts and emails and knocking on windows that we've been doing in our community here alone, and I know is happening in communities across the globe. But just those hundreds of check-ins to make sure people are safe and feel seen and heard. Or even just the simple act of practicing social distancing and not going out and not doing things that we would normally do because we want to keep ourselves safe and we want to keep others safe. Even that's something that each and every one of us can do. And only we can do it. Someone else can't social distance for you. So when you do it, that's the thing that only you can do. And it's a thing that makes a great difference. So each of us has what to do. Each of us has a job. Each of us has a mission. Each of us has a korban. Adam ki yakriv mikem korban. Each of us has something we can offer. Concrete, tangible, real. If you want to offer additional things, feel free to reach out to me. We'll put you to work on the Chesed committee or on the helping people get groceries or helping make phone calls. There's a lot of work going on in the shul that dozens and dozens and dozens of people are actively involved in every single day. It's an amazing thing to watch and to be a part of. So if you want to do more, we're happy to find options for you. But even, again, just by making one phone call, by being safe for yourself and others, Adam ki yakriv mikem korban, you are offering something that only you can offer to God. So let this be a Shabbat of reflecting on all the things that we can do, of gathering strength to do more. We know that in the days to come, things will probably get more difficult. So it's a time to really rest up and think about how we can respond. Adam ki yakriv mikem korban, what we have to offer. Im ein ani li mi li, if you don't do it, who will do it? We all have what to do. So let's commit to reflecting and thinking and resting so that we can go out and do and give in the ways that Hashem wants us to. May this be a good Shabbat. May it be a healthy Shabbat. I miss you all so much. I hope to see you back in Shul very soon. But until then, I hope to see you on Zoom. All of us, even those of us who are not so technologically savvy, just give it a shot. It's not too hard. Click the button. Let me know. We'll find you a tutor to help you, guide you through it. It's so important to stay connected together. Adam ki akriv mikem, each of us offering what we each have to offer, our voices, our bodies, our minds, our phone calls, each of us offering, connecting together. Shabbat Shalom.